In this video, we're going to see how we can quantify areas within an image or within a constraints area in this image. So here I'm going back to this image which corresponds to the dermis of a scalp. So as I told you last week, we have hair follicles, this kind of structure, we have sebaceous glands, we have fat in white, and we have collagen in blue. So let's say you want to quantify the area of collagen. So we saw that we can use the k-means clustering. So let's do it again. If I go to plugin, segmentation, and k-means clustering, with 5 regions, we can actually identify the different structures, and in that case we want to quantify the collagen, which corresponds to the black area after k-means clustering. So what we can do is to threshold this image to get the collagen, and then we can do some quantification. So let's go to image, adjust threshold, and here, so I just want what is in 0, so it's gonna be so it's actually, so you see here you can have like just the intensity you want. So here I want the intensity of 0 actually, which correspond to this. So if I take 0 and 0 and I apply it, now I get the mask that corresponds to what I want. Okay, all right. So if I do some measurements, so let's go to analyze, set measurements, and what I really want is, so the area, but more than that is the area fraction. So I'm gonna check this. Stack position is not needed because it's a single image, and gray value is not needed. And here, so I can directly go to analyze, measure, and here you see the fraction of area is 32%. Now let's say that you want to exclude some regions. So for example, if you have if you want to measure objects that are inside the cell and you want to get rid of the background, so that would be a possibility here. We want to measure the collagen area, but we want to get rid of the fat because let's say that in the study the fat is not taken into account and it should be just disregarded. So one way to do that is to actually do again the k-means clustering. So if I go to segmentation and k-means clustering, and I'm gonna apply it again, and now I can characterize the fat, which corresponds to an intensity of 1. So I'm going to do image, adjust threshold, and this time I'm going to select 1. So 1, if I do 1 and 1, I actually can identify the fat. So I'm going to apply it. And now what I can do is define everything that is not fat as a region of interest. So here what is selected is the fat, so I need to first invert. So if I go to edit, invert, now I select everything but the fat, and as we saw in the previous video, I can define this as a row. So let's go to edit, selection, and create selection. Now I'm gonna add this to the row manager so I don't lose it. So if I go to analyze tools, row manager, I'm adding it. And now if I go back to my image where I have a collagen, I can select this, and now I'm selecting everything in the image that is not fat. And if I measure it, now you see that, so the total area has changed, and and the percentage of area has changed. So if I get rid of the fat, I get rid of pixels that are not collagen because they are fat. So of course the percentage of area is going to increase. And now I know that I have about 40% of collagen when I exclude the fat.